In today's video we are going to look at Lionel Messi's biography. Lionel Andrés Messi, born June 24, 1987 in Rosario, Argentina, is one of the most celebrated and influential athletes in history, a footballer whose unique blend of natural talent, creativity and unwavering dedication has redefined what is possible in the sport. Growing up in the humble neighborhood of La Bajada, Messi showed an extraordinary passion for football from an early age. His family lived a modest life, but they shared a deep love of the game. Messi's father, Jorge, worked at a steel factory and coached youth football, while his mother, Celia, provided stability for the family despite limited resources. From the moment Messi began kicking a ball, it was clear that he possessed an unusual connection to it. His dribbling seemed instinctive, and his coordination, despite his small, fragile frame, was astonishing. He joined the youth team of Newell's Old Boys at 6, quickly becoming known for scoring torrents of goals and dazzling spectators with runs that many claimed looked less like a child playing and more like an artist painting in motion. Yet Messi's early years were not without hardship. Around age 10, he was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency, a condition that made him significantly smaller than peers and required costly medical treatment. Although his talent was already widely recognized locally, Newell's could not fully fund the necessary therapy, and the family struggled to afford it on their own. At this pivotal moment, fortune took a dramatic turn. FC Barcelona, having heard of the prodigy from Rosario, invited Messi to trial at La Masia, their famed youth academy. The coaches were stunned by the boy's talent. His balance, vision, and low-to-the-ground dribbling style were unlike anything they had seen. Barcelona offered to pay for his treatment, sealing a life-altering move for Messi and his father, who relocated to Spain when Lionel was just 13 years old. Transitioning to life in Barcelona was emotionally difficult. Messi had always been shy, and being separated from his mother and siblings intensified that introverted nature. At La Masia, he spoke little and kept mostly to himself. But on the field, his silence transformed into pure expression. His growth, both physical and technical, accelerated through Barcelona's program, and he rose quickly through the youth categories. By the time he was 16, he was already training with the first team, receiving guidance from established stars like Ronaldinho, who recognized the Argentine's potential long before the world did. Messi made his official first-team debut for FC Barcelona on October 16, 2004, against Espanyol, and less than a year later he scored his first senior goal after a delicate chip over the goalkeeper, assisted by Ronaldinho. It was a symbolic passing of the torch. Over the next several seasons, under the leadership of managers like Frank Rijkaard and later Pep Guardiola, Messi evolved from a promising youngster into a generation. When Guardiola took over in 2008, he built a system that revolved around movement, possession, and technical mastery. Messi was placed in the false nine role, drifting between midfield and attack, pulling defenders out of position, and orchestrating play with a fluidity and intelligence that redefined the position. The 2008-09 season saw Barcelona claim an unprecedented sextuple: La Liga, Copa del Rey, UEFA Champions League, Spanish Super Cup, UEFA Super Cup, and FIFA Club World Cup, all with Messi at the heart of the team. Over the next decade, Messi's accomplishments piled up: record goal tallies in a calendar year, multiple Champions League triumphs, consistent dominance in La Liga, and a series of Ballon d'Or awards that eventually totaled 8. His partnership with midfielders Xavi and Andrés Iniesta became iconic, with the trio crafting a style of football so cohesive and intricate that opponents often appeared powerless. Messi's dribbling, short, rapid touches, seamless changes of direction, and incredible acceleration made him one of the most feared attackers in history. His left foot, capable of curling free kicks with impossible precision or threading passes through the narrowest of spaces, became legendary. Yet no part of Messi's career has been as emotionally charged as his journey with the Argentina national team. He debuted in 2005, though the match ended abruptly when he was sent off minutes after coming on. In later tournaments, he consistently delivered strong performances but faced criticism from some Argentine fans and media who wanted him to mirror Diego Maradona's fiery leadership and 1986 World Cup success. Messi, more introverted and less outwardly theatrical than Maradona, often carried the burden of unrealistic expectations. Argentina reached the Copa America finals in 2007, 2015, and 2016, losing each time. Force. After the heartbreaking 2016 final, in which Messi missed a penalty in the shootout against Chile, he announced his retirement from international football, an emotional decision that shocked the country. But after immense public outpouring and reflection, he returned, ultimately guiding Argentina through a difficult World Cup qualification campaign. The historic turning point arrived in 2021, when Argentina defeated Brazil in the Copa America final at the Maracanã. Messi's tears of joy became symbolic of a nation finally recognizing its hero without reservation. But his crowning achievement came in 2022, at the FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Messi played one of the greatest tournaments ever witnessed, scoring pivotal goals, assisting crucial plays, and leading his team with composure and brilliance. The final against France, an instant classic, saw Messi score twice and convert his penalty in the shootout. Argentina lifted the World Cup trophy, ending decades of debate and cementing Messi's status among, if not above, the greatest players of all time. And meanwhile, Messi's club career underwent significant changes. After more than 2 decades with Barcelona, financial restrictions within La Liga prevented the club from renewing his contract in 2021. The departure press conference was emotional, marking the end of an era during which Messi had become the club's all-time leading scorer and its defining symbol. He joined Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, forming a formidable trio with Neymar and Kylian Mbappé. While he contributed significantly and won League One titles, the emotional connection never equaled what he had with Barcelona. Still, even in Paris, his playmaking brilliance and adaptability shone through, particularly in deeper roles where he orchestrated attacks with surgical vision. In 2023, Messi surprised the world by signing with Inter Miami in Major League Soccer. Attendance skyrocketed, global viewership surged, and the MLS landscape shifted as Messi became both a player and an ambassador for football in the United States. He helped Inter Miami capture the League's Cup, the club's first trophy, demonstrating that even in his mid-30s, his ability to read the game and deliver decisive moments remained extraordinary. His presence elevated teammates, drew worldwide media attention, and influenced the next generation of American players who suddenly found themselves sharing the field with their idol. Throughout his journey, Messi has been defined not just by his achievements but also by his style and character. His dribbling is unmatched, combining low center of gravity, rapid footwork, and an uncanny sense of timing. His creativity makes him as dangerous a playmaker as he is a scorer. Unlike many superstar athletes, Messi is famously soft-spoken and humble, avoiding theatrics and maintaining a quiet, family-centered life off the pitch. His foundation has supported health and education initiatives for vulnerable children, and he has served as a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador, extending his influence beyond football. Messi's career is extraordinary not only for its longevity but for its evolution. As a young winger, he astonished with pace and dribbling. As a false nine, he revolutionized attacking roles. As a veteran playmaker, he controls games with intelligence and precision. His legacy spans continents, shaping Barcelona's golden era, revitalizing Argentina's national team identity, and elevating MLS onto a global stage. He has inspired generations of players, prompted tactical innovations, and provided fans with moments of pure joy, goals, assists, dribbles, and performances that will be studied and admired for decades. Today, Messi stands not only as a footballer but as a cultural icon, a symbol of perseverance, artistry, and humility. His story, from a small boy with a growth condition in Rosario to a global legend, remains one of the most inspiring narratives in sports history. For many, watching Messi play is not merely witnessing athletic prowess but experiencing a form of artistry that transcends the boundaries of the sport. And even as he enters the later stages of his career, his influence continues to expand, proving that greatness, when paired with humility and passion, can leave an impact that endures long after the final whistle. If you enjoyed this video, tap that like button, it seriously helps the channel grow. Comment below with your favorite part or ideas for future videos, subscribe by hitting the bell so you're notified of new uploads, share this video with someone who'd love to join the Right for Football fam, check out our next video. Until next time, keep creating, stay inspired, and make it right for football. Hey there, welcome to Right for Football channel, where we are dedicated to exploring the world of football from every angle: stadiums,